There's certain movies where I have no idea what's going on. There's certain songs where I have no idea what they're saying. And I don't care. I'm here for the vibes. I've started to appreciate things on a purely vibey level. That means no story, no plot, purely the aesthetics, the unique look, the world it creates, and the feeling that it gives me when I watch it. I used to be so worried about every single little plot hole, just cinema sinsing everything.
Wait a minute, can we talk about how this man has a Minions plush toy in the background? I'm pretty sure that's been there for like the last year and nobody said anything. Yeah, that's a point off.
The Batman, let's be honest, the story was fine. There's nothing mind-blowing. The rat with wings, El Rata Alada, they spent like 25 minutes on that. There's a villain reveal at the end that's like straight out of the CW. It's a little too long, but the vibe of the Batman, untouchable. It made every other Batman movie look like a dang ABC Family sitcom. Made them look like the George Lopez show. Soy la noche. Rainy Gotham City, the dirty cinematography, the Batmobile chase, Nirvana playing every 2 seconds, the dark eyeshadow, black leather, black on black with a black background, but I can still see everything. Take me back to Gotham City. Take me down to the Gotham City where the penguin's chubby and the Catwoman's pretty. Now I want you, please take me home. Even with these videos, I don't try to make these like it's a dang college essay. I want it to feel like how it feels when I'm talking about all this stuff with my friends. I'm not using any scientific word. I'm not saying the tone, the atmosphere. No, I'm talking about vibes. You've probably heard the term style over substance, but what if the style is the substance? Now, this doesn't always work, okay? But a unique vibe can make a movie or show or game go from decent to amazing. I know what you're saying right now. Oh, a movie's only good as its story. Downvoted, reported, and I've called the FBI on you. Don't worry, I completely understand. I used to feel the same way. If these movies didn't have a story that grabbed me immediately, I saw no purpose in them. And that's how it was for a long time until this movie Tenet came out. I can't decide if it's the worst movie of all time or the best movie of all time. This movie low-key changed my entire life. Changed the way I look at everything. The story is so dumb and so nonsensical. The first time I watched it, I hated it so much. I had no idea what was going on. The characters, they're talking and the music is louder than their actual dialogue. On top of that, they're wearing masks so you can't hear what they're saying and you can't see what they're saying. It's like everybody's talking through a McDonald's drive-thru speaker.
Well, we better put it out the hole before the bomb goes off, eh?
What? There are no characters. The main characters, his name is literally the protagonist. He has no story, nothing. This woman in the movie literally just says, don't try to understand it, feel it.
Don't try to understand it, feel it.
And I thought that was the dumbest thing ever. I was like, okay, all right, lady, I know like I see what you're doing in the script. You're talking to me in the audience. But then once I actually stopped trying to understand it and felt it, it clicked. This movie is fire. The production is so crisp and sleek. The action scenes are insane. Like, what is this? The score just keeps building and building until I feel like I'm about to explode. It doesn't feel like that many other movies at all. It's just a unique experience. Now I've seen it like 10 times. This is one of the greatest movies ever. It still makes no sense, but it's amazing. Did I change the entire way I watch movies just so I could enjoy this one movie that makes no sense? Maybe. I laughed when she said, don't try to understand it, feel it. But that's how I'm watching every movie now. I'm not even trying to understand it. I'm just feeling it. And I've been appreciating way more things than I did before. Movies I used to hate or thought were boring, I'm rewatching now and I'm like, hold the phone. This is a masterpiece. I remember falling asleep immediately to Blade Runner in high school film class. And now I'm watching it like, wow, this is the best thing I've ever seen. How did they make this in 1982? And then the sequel? I didn't even know movies could look this good. I can appreciate the movies that are slower. Movies that aren't seen as the greatest cinema of all time. Those abstract movies I used to be so worried about trying to understand. The same way I can appreciate a painting. I don't always have to be like, okay, so what did the painter mean by this? I could just look at it and think, this looks and feels amazing. I just want a unique vibe. Is that too much to ask for? It's just fun to escape to a unique world that you can live in for a short while. I love not fully understanding something. I love just feeling it and feeling where you think the story is supposed to be. I hate when everything is just so clear cut that we all understand this show or this thing to be this one way and we're all supposed to know exactly what this means. What's The Shining story? Guy goes crazy. Wow. Real cool. But the vibe, the isolation of the Overlook Hotel, hallway after hallway of empty room, the slow descent into madness as the spring turns into winter, the music in the background making you feel more and more uneasy with every scene. Oh my gosh! It's good stuff. Sometimes I watch foreign movies with no subtitles and no English dub, just raw. Okay, not really, but I did try that once. And it was interesting. I mean, like, visuals can tell a lot about the story. I could feel a lot of the tone and emotions just from seeing and hearing the movie. Like, not understanding it at all. Fallen Angels is one of my favorite movies ever now. Look how vibey this movie is, man. Look how schvibey this is. Like, with video games, let's be completely honest. 95% of video game stories are terrible. Half of them are doing the same thing every game. The other half are the most predictable thing of all time. Great video game stories are very rare, to the point where gamers are so not used to it that when there is a good one, they feel compelled to hate on the writers for months. I'm running Super Mario Galaxy to hop from world to world, alright? I don't care about Bowser taking Princess Peach. Matter of fact, he can keep her. One thing video games will give you is vibes. Running around the summery resort in Super Mario Sunshine, just taking in the locations in Ghost of Tsushima on your horse named Donkey. The feeling of riding that horse through these fields and the music starts blasting in the background. The creepy loneliness of the quiet dead space airship. Hanging out with your dog and Nintendogs, walking him, petting him, loving him, and eventually leaving him to collect dust for years. Rotting away in that little double-screen prison, spending the last decade and a half strategizing the revenge you'll more than likely take on me when I least expect it. Playing as a cute little Kirby, look at him. Video games bring you into a world better than any other medium. You get to actually be in the world for real, and that's why I play them. I want to finish a movie or game and feel like I want to go back into that world. Into Gotham, into Pandora, into Arrakis, even just being in a random LA apartment. The vibes of New Girl are untouchable, unmatched. This is the greatest comfort show of all time. Is it the most groundbreaking television ever? No. Is it one of the vibiest? Perhaps. For example, welcome to Euphoria High, where the vibes are right, but the writing? First of all, I'm gonna be real with you. I skipped like 90% of the show at first and still felt like I missed nothing. I wanted to catch up, so I went from the first episode of season 1 to the middle of season 2, where Rue just terrorizes an entire city. And I felt like I missed nothing. That's never happened before. I wasn't even a little confused. From there, I watched the rest, filled in the gaps, and still felt like I missed nothing. This show basically has no plot. Is it really that important that Cassie and Nate Jacobs got together? Like, is that a big enough plot point to carry an entire season with basically no payoff? The answer is no. But the vibes of that show are insane. That literally carries the show. The cinematography, the music, the acting. Some of the best stuff on TV, low-key ever. This is an example of a show where the vibes didn't really save it for me, but it was still entertaining. If I watch it just purely on a level of let's just watch these characters hang out, it's like a 10 out of 10. If I'm looking every episode for like where we're moving the story forward, hey man, Sam Levinson, we got work to do. But whoever chooses the music for that show, give them a raise. If it's you, Sam, whatever, man. Good job, I guess. Music encapsulates the entire idea of this video perfectly. Lyrics can elevate a song to great status, but the vibes of the music and how it makes you feel is the most important thing to me. You don't have to understand the words to love a song. You know how many songs I was vibing to as a little kid? I had no idea what they were talking about. They were talking about heartbreak and all this stuff. I'm like, alright, buddy, let's just dance away the night. You don't have to understand music theory or how to sing or to produce to understand that a song is fire. I love music from other countries because they tap into vibes that Americans just are not capable of. Everyone has a unique feeling that adds to the art and makes it hit different. We've kind of transitioned away from that lyrical, spiritual, miracle, individual kind of music for the last couple of years into purely vibes. Tons of musicians that live on this philosophy for like the last half decade or more. Which is why I'm curious what Kendrick is gonna do with the next album. Like, is he gonna go the commercial route of Dane? Is he gonna do the super left field album like To Pimp a Butterfly? We just don't know. We don't even know what it's gonna be, but I know it's gonna be vibey. Oh my god. Even just the feeling of that Kendrick roll out its vibes, man. Oh my god, I love it so much. I missed it. Oh, look, some movies are just cheeks, alright? The vibes can't save them, the plot can't save them, nothing can save them. But the ones that give me that unique feeling, that unique tingly feeling, make me want to escape back into the world and watch it over and over again, those things are special. And I wanted to make a video trying to explain that, and probably didn't get it across. What's something that you appreciate the vibes of more than anything else? Movie, TV show, game, song, whatever it may be. Let me know in the comments down below. And you might as well like this video, because let's be honest, it's already a classic. Everything I've said in this video is also why Avatar 2 will be the movie of the year. Avatar sweeping coming, baby, let's go. We're going back to Pandora, boys. I'm completely serious. Yeah!
I got it. If I don't got it, I'll find it. If I can't find it, I'll make it. If I can't make it, I'll take it from whoever got it. When it comes to you, I'm psycho. Carolina blue like Michael. Got a